Hello. Today we're going to talk about contractions. I hope that you are well, you are happy, you're doing well. Now, contractions are where you take two words and you combine them into making one word. And usually, contractions in English are done in informal talking. So, if you're talking with friends, or casually talking with even business associates, but casually, you can use contractions. But if it's a formal talk, such as you're giving a speech at a dinner or a banquet, or maybe you're a preacher in a sermon, often preachers are very formal, then you don't generally use contractions. Now, in Spanish, there are only two contractions: de plus el equals del, and a plus l equals al. But in English, we have a lot of contractions, most of which are negative contractions. So we'll say, for example, here, I can figure out how to hold this and show it. You see, in we have in Spanish, we have de, el, del. Okay, uh, of thee, a, el, al, to thee. But in English, we have, for example, can, not, and it equals can't. Somebody says, can you go to the store for me? No, I can't. I'm too busy. Okay. They say, will you go to the store for me? You say, no, I won't. I won't because I don't want to. Okay, so won't. Maybe you have a homework and you think, oh, I should do that work. And at the end of the day, your wife or your husband says, did you do that job you were supposed to do at the house? Did you rake the yard? Did you paint the barn? Whatever. You say, no, I didn't. I did not do it. I didn't do it. So, say somebody says, oh, I should not do something, like I should not eat this bad food. You can say, I shouldn't. Or somebody says, could you do something? And you say, no, I couldn't. Okay. When you go to work and your boss says, did you get that project done? And you have not done it, you can say, I have not done it, or you can say, I haven't done it. I haven't done it. Or by later in the day, 11 o'clock, a friend can say, did you have breakfast? No, I haven't had breakfast. So if you're speaking about a third person, you say, has he done something? No, he hasn't. He hasn't. Has John painted his house yet? Has Susan purchased a new car? No, he hasn't. No, she hasn't. Okay. Somebody says, were you sick last week? Say, no, I wasn't. Were you at the concert last weekend? No, I wasn't. I was not. I wasn't. And remember, if you're speaking formally, you generally will say the words. You say, I will not repeat myself. I will not uh, let you down. If you elect me president, I will not let you down. So the contractions are they're not important, but they're important to know. So when you hear them, you know what the heck you're listening to. So now I want to spend a couple of minutes just talking. Okay. And here's what happened. I came across this today. It's on my desk here. And this was sent to me by a friend in Ecuador last year, actually. And I keep it on my desk because it reminds me of my friend. And a pen, normally you would say it's a pen, it has no real value. But things that we do or give to other people have value. And so this was just something that I wanted to mention, that I have this pen and I keep it here on my desk. And she also sent me this, and I never take it off. It's something that probably did not cost very much, but has great value. And there's a difference between that. Here, I can I'll write that down here. If you can see, cost is what you pay for something. I pay, say, $10 for a pen, or a pencil, but it's my favorite pencil, so it has great value for me. So cost is what you give to somebody else. It's what something is priced at. You say, "Cuánto cuesta?" What's the cost of something? But value is what it means to you. Years ago, Hershey came up with this idea, very smart idea, to make these things. And they called them kisses because their thinking is a man will give them to his girlfriend, or a wife will give them to her husband. And these will be, like to remind him, besos, remind him of kisses. And the other thing I want to mention is an article here about tortugas in Galapagos, turtles, the big turtles. In 1970, there were 15 on this one island, Española, in Galapagos. Okay, 15 turtles in 1970. 50 years later, there are 2,000 of these turtles. 2,000. So I just thought that was something interesting. Okay, thanks for listening. Ciao.